Good morning. Speak with the Small Business Resource Center and the Small Business Resource Center YouTube channel. Just want to go over a couple things because, of course, I'm following AMC stock. I am an investor, by the way, because so many people are looking at situations where they're only getting positive news or negative news from one source. I try to look at things as an objective observer. So I'm just going to give you my honest opinion. This is not financial advice or any uh, any decision to buy or sell, do it on your own, consult it an accredited advisor. We're looking at the K8 that AMC released. Says that they're going to sell up to 400 million shares of common Class A stock. So, from time to time at the market through offering programs. And this was basically done through a bunch of different banks. Well, let me see where we got this here. Hmm. And this is being done through a bunch of different firms. We've got Citigroup, Barclays, Riley's, Goldman Sachs collectively. So, um, some people are saying this is a negative thing because of the fact that these are a lot of the brokerages that got busted for selling CDOs last market crash. Full disclosure, I did not research this, but of course, you probably know where I stand if you watch my channel. Um, if you saw my other video, I did actually say that I expected the price to go down. And when you're doing an at the market sale of 25 million, which is what they were doing before, I actually expected to go down. Sadly, I was correct because when you were looking at the stock values, the value did go down. I just want to notate this here before I explain other things. September 5th, some people were questioning whether or not sells, all the shares were sold on the 6th. I'm not sure about that. I'd have to do research, but the volume was 20 million, and on the 6th, the volume was 84 million, roughly. So you can look at those figures there. Of course, if you're having 40 million or so plus sales, you would expect the price to go down. So what I said was going to happen did actually happen, which it didn't. This actually has changed. So if you're looking at it, this is today's figures. I had this saved for yesterday, but I was preparing to do this video. It got late. I have a lot of appointments because I'm a busy person. Did not record it. So I'm not recording videos full time anymore. I wish I had the time, but real estate is busy. So now at market open, we're at 8. Yesterday it was at 8:32 at close, or 8:53 at close, excuse me. So we're looking at these figures here. That's the current, or 8:62, excuse me, at close. And it started at 11:68. So one of the things that I'm asking myself when I'm looking at this is how much debt does the company have? Adam Aaron's plan was basically to sell the common shares or the common shares to help reduce the debt. And that was his plan. A lot of people are very upset. I'm being very, um, maybe the word would be hopeful. Some people say stupid, but when you're looking at it, the total debt was 9.5 million. Net debt is 4.3 billion, excuse me. And the debt is about 2 billion that would make the stock at market value according to the regenerative AI. Keep in mind, I'm Googling, doing research, showing you the information. It's not information I'm coming up without doing some research, basically simple Google searches. So when you're looking at the stock, I should have flipped these two around. Hold on one second. I'm going to flip these two around. When we're looking at what Adam Aaron's plan was, it basically, when the stock was around 50, if we would have converted, or excuse me, 15, the stock price would have been about 150. So if they sold 25 million shares, paid the commission, because I put the commission in, everybody working has to make money. We're looking at 3 billion, 3.6 billion roughly. So not too bad. That definitely would have helped the company become, as far as looking at value investments, that basically would have helped the company tremendously. Reduce debt, and make the stock at value. So most people in the stock market, value investors or people who use fundamentals, uh, traditional banking people would want to invest in it. This is information that I saw online that I don't remember where the tweet came from, so I apologize, but I did get it off of Twitter. They were saying that the average sale price was 11 12 for the 40 million shares. Where they got that information, I don't know. I actually commented below their Twitter and said, "Well, where'd you get this information that the average sale price for the 40 million shares was $11.12?" But if they did do that, then that would make the price of 4.3 billion. If they did that, of course, when you're looking at this figure right here, how much debt do they have? That would have wiped out their debt. So if that's technically the case, um, AMC should be doing very good very soon to make a turnaround. And, I'm not speculating on any corruption or anything like that. Well, I'm just using that as facts and figures. But I actually calculated on my own, and I'm saying this is information. I'm not saying it's 100% correct. Took the high, took the low of the average, and then I came up with 10.25. That's for the daily sales. And so if they dumped 40 million shares and sold them yesterday, they would get 3.9, which that's still very good too. So you're looking at 4.3, 3.9, how much debt's there, pretty much the same thing. So I would have to say this is great. Either way, I know it looks bad right now as far as the price going down, but I would have to say that looks great. My one question is the 25 million shares that they had before, was that part of this 40 million shares? Did they increase it, or is this a new offering, which means they can still sell more shares, from my understanding? But let's see what happens because I'm not 100% sure. When we're looking at the third quarter profits, those are expected to come out. Regenerative AI. Okay, I think this page changed on me from yesterday because I typed this up specifically to get this answer. But the third quarter profits are supposed to be coming out the end of November or excuse me, October to the beginning of November. One website said that it may be coming out. Oh, here we go. October 23rd to November 1st. And of course, this says it's going to be coming out exactly on November 8th. So from now till then, I would have to think that this is going to make a turnaround. But we all expect what should be coming up is a turnaround for the company because if they have less debt and using fundamental value investing, less debt, and the stock price makes sense, people, banks, and value investors are going to put more money into this stock. If you're saying, hey, Pete, where do you think this is going to go very soon? I actually think it still may dip a little bit. So when you're looking at corruption, when you're looking at dark pools, I actually do want to make a video on something that would be my opinion, whether it be true or not. I'm not sure if I'm going to make the video. Comment below. Let me know if you think I should make the video or not, or comment on anything that I put here because I'd like to know your thoughts as well. It's Pete from the Small Business Resource Center. This is my analysis of what's happening with AMC today. Have a great day.